instead of. All right, everyone. We saw the comments. I guess we thought we were live. We were talking. We were hanging out. So we got a bit of a false start. But don't worry. We got Fatty Hams here tonight. We're going to kick it off with Roger's top 10. We're not going to do the bullshit intro we always do where we say, hey, Roger, how's it going? Hey, Ross, how's it going? No, none of you guys give a shit anyway what we were doing in the past week. There's no Browns football. So let's have some fun. Roger, here's your top 10.
Take two. These are the top 10 rejected Super Bowl halftime shows. All right, hold on. Number 10 is the Hall of Fame salute to 103 years of concussions and head trauma. They nixed that quick, Ross. Number 9, Pfizer Pharmaceuticals presents jab needles on ice. That good for the kids.
Love
That kids would enjoy that. Number 8, a planned wardrobe malfunction during Dr. Jill Biden and William Shatner duet of Justin Timberlake's "Rock Your Body." They're going to recreate that moment, and they didn't go with.
Jill Biden's kind of hot.
She's a number 7. Roger Goodell Rodeo Clown Show. A lot of people would like to see that. Number 6, the NFL referee Rodeo Clown Show.
Did we see that last week already, or 2 weeks ago?
We did, and it also happens when you run out of jokes and use the same one twice. Number 5, zombie Damar Hamlin dancing to Thriller with 10 Damar Hamlin clones. Because everybody. Number 4, X-Fox news anchors Gretchen Carlson and Greta Van Susteren singing Carrie Underwood's "Cry Pretty Topless."
I get that reference.
Cry pretty, topless.
A little live for those anchors.
Yeah, that one. Number 3, NFL Film presents the first 50 unscripted years. Because who came out and said, right? Who was it that came out and said he is? Number 2, the U.S. military flyover and cruise missile weather balloon show. They did that in already. And the number 1 rejected Super Bowl halftime show, tonight's episode of Dawg Chug.
Ooh.
Oh, that one. It was
if
better.
We're the number 1 rejected one, does that mean we were the first to be rejected, or we were the best option that got rejected?
We were the first ones axed. We were the top number 1 rejected right off the bat. We didn't even beat naked Joe Biden.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have a fun show tonight. Jared Fatty Hams from the Illegal Hams to Face is coming on. We're going to do a fun Super Bowl foods tier list. So us with Fatty and Sherry's going to jump on. We're going to be categorizing different tiers for various Super Bowl foods. But we're actually going to have Sherry on real quick. She actually had a experience with an individual wearing homage.
I had
What's up, Sherry?
I can't wait to hear the story.
Good evening. I had an encounter in the wild, aka the gym, of a young male wearing a homage shirt. The Fun Browns, what was it? Football Jam, or I forgot what they called it. NFL Jam. Okay, it was orange with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb on it, and very noticeable if you're familiar with the series. So I was staring at him, but I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable because he was in the weight pit. And so I broke eye contact, walked away slowly, and did not proceed to harass this child wearing an homage shirt. But I was very excited to see that its softness looks like it was helping him work out stronger and better. His form was impeccable. So
had to be the shirt.
Had to be the shirt.
Had to be the shirt. Hey, I understand not bothering the kid, but did you go up to his parents and did you say, hey, go on Twitter to Network 216, click on the homage ad, and you can save big money. If you click on Network 216, click the homage ad, go to homage or pay homage.
When I say kid, I mean like a college freshman or a high school senior. He was unsupervised by a chaperone.
Oh man.
So,
Oh boy.
but next time.
Yeah, you gotta start bugging more people at the gym to buy stuff from the Network 216 homage.
Yeah.
We get a kickback, you know.
Right. I'm gonna set up a little booth outside the ladies' locker room.
Do we get to grade this or no?
We could.
It's just a story. I mean, there's not much effort put into it. So, it was an encounter in the wild.
Genuine. I think I'm gonna give it a 7 because she's not telling people to go to the Network 216 link to buy homage gear.
Exactly. She could have gone out to the parents and I docked her for the same thing.
He didn't have his parents with him.
Hey, you know what? A little white lie usually gets you a pretty good score on this.
Fair.
That's how
I.e.
we got
Andy.
the zero.
Yeah. All right.
Just remember that next time.
Note to self, lie more and scare young men. Got it.
Well, Sherry, thanks for that homage story.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you
I'm
for
glad that
spur of the
there's people
moment.
out there
Yeah.
wearing it. I'm glad that homage is making people want to work out, making them look good, making them feel good.
Exactly.
That's all that matters in life.
Nobody had to sit through like 3 minutes and 27 grueling seconds of video either.
Of elderly men doing fun outdoor activities.
Oh.
Jessica's chiming in.
She's correct.
Well, anyways, we're going to bring on our guest, Jared Fatty Bates. He hosts the Illegal Hams to the Face podcast, and we're very excited to have him on. So here is Jared Fatty Hams.
Yay. Welcome.
Jared, there you go. Chug. It's the Dawg Chug.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Nice champ.
All right.
Oh, man.
Pro.
It's been about 20 years since I've done that. Holy cow, that's heartbreaking. Wow.
Wow.
We should have sent him a complimentary antacid package. We
Holy,
need to start doing that.
like, when do we get back to college? I haven't been there in a while.
Every night.
I can picture you. I
our
can
host,
picture.
Andy, he's notorious for chugging multiple beers in a minute. His claim to fame was 5 beers in a minute. I think he's training to do 6 beers in a minute. So
That's impressive, actually. That's really impressive.
yeah, it's literally how he got his following.
Man, you know what? I can picture Jared. I can picture you did that chug and you're pulling it back, and I can picture you at Cam's Corner on St. Patrick's Day in like '92, and we probably slammed some shots.
Hey, what happens on St. Patrick's Day
stays on Cam's Corners, doesn't it? Welcome, man. Tell us about your podcast, man.
We are Legal Ham to the Face. I have a co-host, Big Bry. We talk all kinds of sports and food. We started the podcast doing live shows out at certain bars that have got great food, but they don't get the hype because we got a lot of great ones out here.
Oh, man,
we've taken a little step back because of family, a lot of things going on, but we're getting ready to go live again. So we try to do a show once a month live at a bar or a restaurant.
Awesome.
That, you consider a dive bar, but they got some really killer food, and we've had some great ones that we've done throughout the time that we've started Legal Ham to the Face. And we started it right during the COVID because we wanted to help out the actual small bars that got really hurt with the timing and closing down of everything, and the coronavirus kind of screwed a lot of things here in Cleveland. So we're just trying to help some friends and family, and show Cleveland what Cleveland has, especially food-wise here in Cleveland.
Oh, man, that is tremendous. I would be in on that. I'm going to follow that. And, man, I'd love to show up at one of them one time, man. I love bar food. There's nothing better. I come from the old school where it's Chick's Bar and Grill on Lake Road and 75th, and had the best pizza in the world, and Brownies made cheeseburgers on 58th and Herman. And, like, bar food,
I guess somebody got excited.
Yes, but bar food is so man. You know what? Tonight we had Swenson's. 53 bones, man, to feed my family at Swenson's. $53. I'd rather go. There's a bar in Akron and the North Hill that has the best cheeseburgers in the city, and we probably would have ate for $20, $30.
It's amazing what you can find. Like some of the bars that we love dive bars. So like when I walk to a bar, I kind of look at like what they got for like a sporting atmosphere, and then I want to check the menu out and see what they got for menu. Like most of the bar, like my favorite bar I go to is where I play pool out of is Mr. B's on 130th and Pearl in Parma Heights.
Yes.
And it's just an old Irish bar. The owner is amazing, but man, that food is phenomenal and it is fresh. Their chicken quesadilla is probably one of the best quesadillas I've ever had.
I gotta check that out. Not too far from me.
Hey, it's nothing to look at, but I'm telling you, go in, get a chicken quesadilla. It comes out on a pie sheet.
Man.
Like I'm being dead serious. It's like $8 for this chicken quesadilla. It comes out on a pie sheet. Well worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be checking out one of your live shows sometime. It sounds like
Yeah, man.
at the very least I'll get food.
Oh, we get excited when we get to the Fat Boy Tuesday and we start getting it. Like we went to the Foundry Social down in Medina.
Okay, yeah, stop there once.
Grill there right next to Mr. B's in Parma Heights. We've been to Mulligan's. I've made a trip down to I'm trying to think of the name where Mount Union is.
Alliance?
Oh man.
Alliance.
I've been to Alliance at a place down there. We've been to like I said, Mulligan's there on 82 and Prospect. There's a few other ones. Like our next show will probably be at the local bar in Strongsville, which is right there on Pearl and 82.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll probably be doing a show there very soon. But we're just trying to find establishments that are just small establishments. We don't ask for much, but we just wish. Oh, the other one that we had a great time at was a bar in Berea called Mike's Bar or something like that. Dude, they gave us a whole back room for our show. Hands down, some of the best food we've had. It was just a little dive bar, but they had a little party room. We had a blast there. So checking out great specials and everything else, and we love it. I mean, we're trying to give back to Cleveland the way Cleveland gave to us. Like you said, you guys do this show for pretty much free and just have fun doing it. That's something we like to do and have fun, and we love our sports too. So we really get in hard with the Guardians, Cavs, and Browns. So
wow. Beautiful.
Pretty awesome.
How'd you come up with how'd you come up with the name? Where did the name come from? How'd you get this name? And I did it backwards. I apologize.
No.
Hey, when you do that, type the at, and I started typing, something pops up. I didn't think it was that popular. Like those two word combinations. And tell us about the name, though.
So we tried to get the illegal ham, and somebody else already has it. So we had to do ham illegal. So it shocked the crap out of me when it came up.
Yeah.
When we were coming up with names, we were going to do something incorporated with food plus football. We were talking about ineligible ham downfield. Another one we were going to do.
Nice.
That's fun.
And I sat there and started laughing. I'm like, because we do talk more than just Cleveland sports, but we talk Cleveland sports all the time. We love Cleveland. We love the Browns, but we wanted to be a little different than kind of everybody else. So it was like one of those ones like, why not illegal ham to the face? Just play it off of the pun of illegal hands to the face, 15-yard penalty. You're going back on offense, just something fun like that. And as soon as I heard it and it sounded, I already had the cover art and already had everything picked out for it. It was like, there it is.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your art. So, like, there's the Ohio State and Michigan flag. So, is that you and?
That's me and Bri. Now we are working on a new logo because obviously Ohio State and Michigan are trademarked. So we kind of gotta watch our P's and Q's with that one. But we got a new logo coming that we can put on hats and stuff. But this over here is the original flag that was made for Legal Ham to the Face. And I told the artist that we had, I said, hey, I want a pig and a beer helmet with a wife beater on and a thing in his hand in a recliner. He goes, got it. And that's what he came up with.
It's perfect. Nailed it.
I love it.
Well, I saw the Michigan. I was going to ask the same question. I'm glad somebody there got some sense. Go blue.
Yeah, I saw your guys' show, and I saw you with the Michigan hat on, and I'm like, man, I got to deal with another Michigan fan, and it was
2 of us.
And her.
Well, guess what? The great thing is about this show is I can leave when I want to, and
You can do whatever you want on the show. You can
That would be a Dawg Chug first.
Sure, me too.
one of those ones like, oh, 2 Michigan fans. Well, it was great.
Gotta go.
Thank you for having me on your show for 20 minutes. I'm out.
I like to think that I'm not like over the top obnoxious. I take like subtle, cheap shots.
Well, no, I can see.
Like-
Here's what I can do though. I do have the power to do this.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing today?
This is great. I don't even have. See, this is weird for me because normally I'm running our show all the time, and being on this side feels kind of weird. But that's actually kind of nice. You just kind of mute. You know, your whole
I'm neutral. I'm a Bearcat. That's where I went to school, but I can still watch the game and have fun. So
okay, bring him back on because now I feel
I can bring him back on.
That was amazing.
Of course it is. I'm about to flip my table.
Oh, it gave Roger time to change.
Good thing I almost had a wardrobe malfunction, and that
Hey,
was
you want to hear the best thing? Here's a homage ad. I'm looking through homage when we first got them as sponsors. I'm like, man, I want to find their Michigan shit. And I'm like, oh, they're based in Columbus. I'm not going to find no Michigan on homage, man.
First kid that says threaten to walk.
And that, you know what?
Usually people just threaten to not come on at all. So
You know what? I'm totally blown away by it that it's taken this long. I'm just baffled that it's taken this long.
Brian and I we've been friends for probably 15 years, something like that.
Oh.
And it's fun jokes back and forth because like we both take digs at each other, but we understand where it's coming from. So it's not hateful or spiteful. It's just like I keep telling him, like, if Drew Bledsoe wouldn't have broke his leg, Tom Brady wouldn't be the greatest quarterback of all time. And it's just because Drew Bledsoe has got a weak knee, and that's all it is. I mean,
I saw that. I have the same thing with like the guys I'm going to breakfast with on Sunday, and they're all Ohio State fans, and I've been a Michigan fan since I was a little kid, and I say things to them on Facebook that I wouldn't put on Twitter to another Buckeye fan, you know.
Like I found out that when you go on Twitter and you start talking about Ohio State, Michigan, and certain other things in the world, there is no gray area.
No, I stay out of it.
it gets nasty. It gets real nasty.
And that's why I try. Brian is not on Twitter, so I try to explain that to Brian. I'm like, there is no like gray area. It is black, white, and that is it.
Right. Hey, nobody's like how Browns fans are rooting for Joe Burrow. You know what I mean? Nobody is. I think Browns fans tolerate Michigan players if they're good.
Ross? Are you okay?
So, but let's get to the game, Ross. Man, let's get to the. food.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. So we're bringing on.
I'm out of notes.
First tier list or second tier list we've ever done here at the Dawg Chug.
All right, now are you
going
going
to have a big approach on into the tier list?
I have to put on my glasses because if I do, you're going to get a lot of that's a lot of glare.
Yeah, I keep I don't know where to hold my head to keep away the glare.
Hey, we've done this for Browns Twitter guardrails, like the Browns guardrails, and the whole segment I just sit here and drink beer and I nod every once in a while because I can't read a damn thing either.
All right.
Yeah. So how this works is we will be putting various Super Bowl foods and snacks on a tier list, going from highest being S, second A, third B, C, and then the bottom tier is shit. So if something's absolute shit, it's going in the shit tier. If it's the best, it's going in the S tier. So I'll go one by one, and as a group, we will most likely bicker and debate or all agree on where these belong on the tier list. So first up, we have the illustrious hamburger sliders. So if anyone's very passionate or isn't crazy about them, just spew your take out there.
I'd put him as a B. I'm like,
Yeah, so Sherry thinks that's where it's living right now.
I'm going to go with her on a B.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. I'll eat it, but I'm not. That doesn't scream like Super Bowl to me. That screams like White Castle.
I think with the slider, I guess I like a hamburger, and you got to eat a hamburger within 3 minutes of it being cooked. And I feel like sliders are always sitting around and they're getting soggy.
Exactly, and sad. And the top of the bun gets dried out, and the meat gets dried out.
You picked a slider of all burgers. That's one bite. You're not getting anything out of that.
Yeah.
Now this is Super Bowl snack, so you're probably more likely to go to a party with sliders than you go a full burger.
But anybody that brings sliders at a Super Bowl party is a monster, just like anybody that brings a vegetable tray
or fruit. I see it. I see it there.
Yeah, you hate.
We're in agreement with the B.
You hate humanity if that's what you bring.
It's right in the middle. All right, up next we got Doritos chips.
I got some issues with this. I would put it, man, maybe C at best, just because of Doritos. But listen, if I throw a Super Bowl party and everybody brings a dish, and you show up at my house with a bag of Doritos from the gas station, this ain't a Frito-Lay fucking commercial. We're throwing up. We want a hot dish, man. You know what I mean? That's something that you buy to snack. That's not really. I don't consider that. I want you to spend some time, not just pick up a bag of family size and show up.
Now that he actually explained and I let him explain, that's amazing. Now, if it's just me personally, that is up to an S. If I watch Super Bowl by myself, that's an S.
I agree with S because I consider that like a Super Bowl like side dish because you have your warm stuff, but what if you want to take a break and just something crunchy, salty, cheesy? You can't go wrong with Doritos. Just have them there; they'll be eaten. That's
all right. Here's where my stance goes with. So yeah, it sucks that the person was lazy and brought a bag of chips. But how many times have you been at a party where there's this awesome spread and then there's that bag of chips you love and you just sit there and pick at the bowl for 10 minutes and you're like, wait, the Doritos are gone already.
Right.
It's because you love Doritos. Doritos are awesome.
It's just they're highly addictive. You can't just have one Dorito. You need half a dozen.
You got a little Dorito dust all over your fingers.
That's okay.
Hey, they make commercials off of that Dorito dust. All right.
Yeah, they do.
I think with since Roger didn't give it shit and he gave it a C.
I'm a barbecue.
Falls in the A category.
I'm a Snyder's or Berlin barbecue chip guy.
All right. So next up, this one's gonna spark some debate. Cauliflower wings.
No shit. That is shit.
No, all right. That's it.
That's you do.
That's it.
All right, Fatty's leaving the podcast.
I'm offended now.
I can't do this anymore. Cauliflower wings. It's cauliflower. They're not wings. It's cauliflower. You're getting breaded cauliflower.
It's not even breaded. They don't even take the decency to put bread on it.
Jared, where do you stand on when they take grass and they compress it into the shape of burgers and nuggets?
That's not a burger or nugget.
No.
Eat
your grass.
No.
I don't think they're allowed to make nuggets out of it.
You keep your grass to yourself. You don't bring that to somebody else. That's a slap in the face. If you brought cauliflower wings to my house, I wouldn't open the door.
That would get worse. I would shoot your tires out before you got to the driveway.
Yeah, this definitely falls in the shit tier. You're really bringing this to my house. If you're gonna bring cauliflower, bring it as cauliflower. Don't bring it as some fancy ass Instagram post thing you saw.
I understand and respect your commitment to the keto diet, but it's the Super Bowl. I'm here for all the carbs. Resume your diet on the next day. But don't be forcing that on other people.
Exactly.
All right, up next, we've got the cheese board. It's got an assortment of cheese, maybe a cheese ball in the middle. And that's floating around. I'm only putting it in the middle until we decide on where it goes.
I'll give it a solid A because everybody's going to pick at it.
Yeah. Again, once it hangs out for a while, the cheese gets a little oxidized. The meat is always going to stay shiny and beautiful, but you're looking at crust buildup on cheese.
Now you start putting it next to the Doritos, and you take a Dorito and a piece of cheese and some salami. Then you're talking. Then we're in business.
Yeah, any sort of collaboration.
You run that through the chicken buffalo dip and eat that.
Out the order of operations, the Super Bowl spread, most people are probably eating the cheese first.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that alone gets it some points.
Yeah.
All right, up next we got the Swedish meatballs, or just meatballs in general, whether it's the crock pot ones or however people do it.
Oh yeah, the ketchup and grape jelly ones are the
bomb. I'm not saying it has to be the style I'm showing here. I just know that generally people have their meatball recipe and they bring it.
I gotta put it at A, man. Okay. Well, B's good.
I like B because B.
You like B? All right, we'll go with B. You're right. It's not an A tier.
I'll put it as C.
I see.
It's
okay.
A C.
All right. Everybody's.
We got a B, a C.
We'll go B because people are B and A or C and A, so we'll go B. Put it in the middle.
I'm gonna go B. I didn't have my pick there. I'll go B as well. I think this is just one of those foods where I end up just picking at it because at the end of the Super Bowl party, this is what I'm eating. There's some meatballs left, and then you eat 20 more of them.
Right.
Because it's what's left, and they end up being all right. They're never bad.
then you're scrounging around for one piece of bread to make a sandwich out of later when you're after.
About 5 sandwiches.
You're like, where's the bread at?
I just don't like meatballs floating in brown sauce.
Well, like I said, I got a picture of that, but it could be any style of meatball, whatever they're bringing. That was the point of that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So next up, we got French fries.
That doesn't scream Super Bowl to me. But French fries are delicious. With cheese.
Yeah, I'm gonna go C for Super Bowl because Super Bowl.
I can't do community French fries where everybody's sticking their hands in there.
Everybody's breathing on them.
Right.
You pretty much got your dippy thing with chips, right?
Right.
You're not wanting French fries at
unless you're Ronald fucking McDonald showing up with French fries.
And I said sliders were bad if you didn't have a hamburger within 3 minutes, it was bad. French fries are bad if you don't have them within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then people are going to be like, oh, they're too salty, or they're not salty enough, or you should put this on them, or you should put that on them. I'm like, no, not for the Super Bowl.
Just put them in your mouth.
Yeah, shut up, eat them.
All right, next up, this is definitely I'm gonna say off the bat, this falls in S for me. The buffalo chicken dip.
Oh yeah, hands down.
S all day.
And you can put a Dorito in that too. Use it as a scoop. That would be tasty.
And
it would be wild.
Bonus question for everyone here: what's your like perfect buffalo chicken dip? Like more chicken, less chicken? Like or maybe a little bit celery? Like what's your preference?
Hold on. What do you mean celery?
Ratios? I like celery on the side.
I don't know.
That would be on the side. I would use celery to shovel that in my mouth.
So, Fatty, you've been to a bunch of bars and enjoy bar food. Like, when there's a good buffalo chicken dip, like, what's in it that you like so much?
It's
how's
simple.
The texture? Do you like it smoother or do you like it chunkier?
I like the shredded chicken. No chunk chicken.
No chunk.
Shredded chicken with the buffalo, but I like a lot of buffalo sauce because I like the flavor.
Me too.
So it's, with that, I kind of do the shredded, but I also like it almost like a shredded chicken sandwich. Have you guys ever had that?
Yeah,
like sliders. I've had sliders.
So something of that nature, except
you can smear that on a roll. That would be quite amazing, actually.
Oh, Andrew's telling us his buffalo chicken dip has sausage and jalapeno in it too.
Sausage.
That would be. See, I'd go with that one for sure, man. That sounds good.
No sausage.
It's got to be like a hot chorizo, even that, man.
I'm trying that. Yeah.
I love the quote of the show. Wait, what do you mean celery?
I was told there would be no vegetables at this party.
That's what I thought. I mean, no,
I'm offended.
I have a very, very hot take about vegetable trays, and
let's hear it. Let it rip. I
have a huge family. Like when we do Thanksgiving and everything else, like you're going to Thanksgiving to like gorge out on food. And then you have one asshole member of your family that brings a vegetable tray and you just want to punch them in the face. Like, why are you bringing vegetables in here? Like I got stuffing. I got gravy. Like I'm drinking gravy out of the spittoon as it comes out. And you're going to throw a vegetable tray in front of my face. Like I'm going to dip my broccoli in that shitty ranch dip. No.
It's not going near my gravy. I don't want cold vegetables anywhere near the facility of my gravy.
And the vegetable tray is like Roger said, like the lazy guy who brings Doritos. If you're bringing a vegetable tray, you're the lazy guy bringing a vegetable tray.
It's true.
Here, assholes, I think you're fat. Here's your vegetables to graze on. I feel bad for you.
Keep chewing until you're done. Damn it.
Why don't you eat that raw carrot and make yourself feel better while you're on the treadmill running for 30 more minutes? Fat ass.
Hey.
There's a time and a place for every snack, I feel. And the veggie tray is not welcome at the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, man.
Get out.
Get out.
Hey, you know what? They serve a purpose when you're eating really spicy hot wings. The celery into the ranch to cool down a little bit, to go back in for the next dozen. They serve a purpose, and that's all they do. They're a means to an end to another dozen of hot wings. That's all they are.
Well, I call them applicator sticks. You use the veggies as applicator sticks for your wings, so you could get a nice, like even smear on your wing, especially if it's a flat. It's hard to dip a flat.
That's a good move.
And blue cheese. None of this ranch.
Wait, save that for later. I'm just gonna tell you. I got something in spit sip chug for that.
Okay. I feel better now. Let's
All
move
right.
away from
We'll
vegetation.
get all out later. So up next we got
Oh my
zucchini
Damn it, Ross.
spears.
No.
Hold on. What,
I
That
think
was
this is gonna be quick.
cauliflower.
It's going shit.
what did he say?
Zucchini spears.
Yeah, I'm unplugging now. I can't do this.
He's leaving. Hey, I went to a website for like that crap, and I was like, "Hey, Ross, use these two."
Yeah, can we just put? All right, I'll give it a C.
He's triggered. He's triggered.
I just give it a C just to make the vegetarians feel better.
Hey, this
Man.
is
Yeah, if you were to pick that over the the cauliflower,
Hey,
is a little bit better.
Hey, I don't know. Is anybody know people that are gonna serve stuff like that at a Super Bowl party?
no,
No.
maybe.
I do.
I know of people that will eat that at a Super
Gary,
Bowl
you're not
party.
supposed to admit
think it's a
that
great
in public.
idea.
I know people that do it. That's why I don't go to their Super Bowl party.
Oh, you're smart. Okay.
And I know football fans that eat that. Ugh.
Like
All
I
right.
said, there's a time and a place for every snack.
What do we got next?
We got chili, and this could just be whatever the homemade chili, whatever someone's bringing.
I
I-
give it an A.
I'd keep it at a B. Roger, tiebreaker. Ross.
I'm giving you an A for American.
Okay, we'll go.
Someone's got to have their chili in their
We'll go
chili.
A.
Yeah,
We'll
I've
go
had
A.
chilies that fall in the C tier, and I've had chilies that fall in the S tier, but it's never always an S or always a C. So I think A's fair.
So what would you give Wendy's chili?
You seem
Oh,
pretty
man, I love
passionate.
lemon chili. I give it an A.
You seem pretty passionate about it, so I'll go with you on the A.
All right. We got a big one here. Wings.
Oh,
Oh, come on,
top
S.
shelf.
S.
Top shelf.
S.
Flats.
S.
Keep your drumsticks. I want the flats.
Roger, we're on the same team.
Man.
Remember,
No.
applicator sticks.
Do you guys do the strip suck method with your flats?
Say that again, Jared.
It's called a strip suck.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah. I'll take every inch of meat off the bone, one pull.
No. I meant like
I
So
know
you-
what you're talking about.
where you grab the end of it, push it down, it's all on the one end, pull it out, and you're done.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't like to do that in public.
Oh, that's a talent.
I'm just that's why I go hard on drums so that the public knows not to bother me while I'm eating chicken wings.
I just don't want to make eye contact with people while eating certain things and or like picking out certain produce. It makes me uncomfortable.
I mean, I figured the stains on my shirt would keep them away, but no, that's not happening.
Like if I'm picking out a cucumber at the grocery store, I am not making eye contact with anyone.
Well, especially when you nope, not doing it. Nope. It's a Christian show.
No, it's not.
All
We're after dark, man.
Yeah.
We're after dark for a reason.
I
Yeah,
know.
Wings got the easy S tier. I think that was a softball one.
Yeah.
Up next we got chips and salsa.
I don't know. That's a gathering food. That's like I'd give it a B. That's like where
Yeah.
people congregate,
Yeah.
double dip. I don't eat them.
People will eat it. You know, if you put it out, somebody
Yeah.
will be like, "Oh, I love salsa."
Yeah,
Right.
and 9 times out of 10, it's not a homemade salsa.
No, it's that
Salsa
awful,
butter
like
more.
super preserved, like the tomato
Right.
turns a color that's like not natural to
It's the
the
I'll
stuff
give a
from the
shout out,
gas
though.
station.
You know what's a really good salsa? The Giant Eagle brand
Yeah.
hot salsa is really good.
surprisingly.
So if you want to get generic salsa, get that one.
Yeah.
All right, up next we got the pizza.
Just
That's a top shelf.
Yeah, that's an S.
Yeah, I mean
Pizza
you
and
gotta-
wings
you're
is a
hosting,
staple.
You gotta order pizza. You got to fill people up. It can't just be appetizers.
Right.
Yeah, because I put out on a Twitter poll. I was asking like, what's your go-to for a party? Is it like wings or is it pizza? And I put other just to see what other people would comment. And it ended up being like wings was number one, but pizza was like 60-40 split.
Weird.
I think it's like a combo thing for a lot of people where you get pizza and wings, and you'll see a lot of pizza joints running specials for that kind of party pack, Super Bowl pack, whatever. I think they go hand in hand, and they're a must. If I'm coming to your Super Bowl party and you don't have pizza and wings, and you got that tofu shit sitting out there, and cauliflower.
Whoa.
I'm probably going to jail.
Someone's leaving in a body bag, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. What are you saying?
All right, it's clear. Only
we got another classic coming up: the pigs in a blanket.
Oh yeah,
that's got to be A.
That's an A.
That's an A.
But their quality,
it's the one you expect to be there, but it's never my favorite dish there, but I always eat it.
Yeah,
that's fair. I like them when they're in like the croissant-y kind of flaky.
Yeah.
Not when it's like a hard piece of bread. I don't like. There's some that try to or pretzel when they wrap them in pretzel. That is superior.
Ooh.
Sherry's coming on our show for Fat Boy Tuesday.
Wow.
I can't wait.
Right.
You're such a fat boy. You have no idea.
Pretzel buns, pretzel toast.
Yeah. I'm all about pretzel bread.
Up next, we got tofu.
Ross!
I'm kicking your ass if you're putting
I'll
tofu.
go take the shit just so that guy doesn't leave.
Hey, how's tofu fly on Fat Boy Tuesday?
We don't know what that is. Is that a building substitute for cement?
I think they use it as insulation in newer buildings.
You know, the bad thing is I've had it once because I really do. I can eat anything and everything. I'll try it once. If I don't like it, I won't eat it. And I had a friend cook me tofu and I bit into it. I'm like, yeah, you're choosing this over steak right now, right? Yeah, I hate you. And I couldn't do it again.
I accidentally bit into it. The texture is just sends chills.
It's like hard mayonnaise you're biting into is what.
Right, like a
hard mayonnaise with no flavor.
Oh, brutal.
The only way I find tofu to be edible is A, if you deep fry it, it's quite delicious. B, it has to be cooked in whatever sauce of dish, like in pad thai or like in Asian fusion. That'll give it a pass. But just plain on a plate, just being all like jiggly and that's trash.
Hey, Roger, did you hear that? That was Sherry's Fat Boy Tuesday invitation being pulled back because she.
We're already sending security to clean out her desk.
I have a sleeper food that's not in the
like Scrooged.
Can I just ask?
Go ahead.
What would you do with potato skins? How do you feel about potato skins?
Oh, potato skins probably A or B. They're not an S, but they're up there.
So
they're nice and filling.
Just like cheese and bacon, no tofu.
No tofu.
No tofu.
No tofu.
There is a side of sour cream for those who participate. And
when I ask people, what is tofu? They're like, it's tofu. I'm like, you can't use the word in the definition. What is tofu? They're like, oh, tofu.
It's like Jell-O made out of soy.
Yeah, nobody's really got an explanation.
No.
All right, last but not least, we got the spinach and artichoke dip.
Ooh, see, for me, that's an S. For me personally.
For you? We'll start it there, and then we'll see if it gets knocked down any notches.
I can't go.
But that's vegetarian friendly. Remember, like we had to have one for the vegetarian. That is way better than your bullshit cauliflower.
Man, sure. You're not helping.
This is a B for me. I never have like more than 2 scoops of that. I'm like done with it after a couple bites. I see everything else on this list, and I say, you know what? I'll see you later, spinach and artichoke dip.
I have a question.
How about
is it hot? Is it hot or is it cold? That's a game changer. Is it hot or is it cold?
Ooh.
It's probably in a crock pot, right?
Spin dip. I've had it. Yeah, I've had it both ways. I'd say it's probably hot more often.
Okay. Because if it's not hot, then it comes down a notch.
But I've also had it where it's like in the middle of like pumpernickel bread and stuff. You know.
Oh, that's delicious too. Yeah.
Can we take it off the S and put it at an A? So
it could be an A.
myself.
Yeah, he can't have any vegetables in S tier. You're right.
No.
I would be able to sleep tonight if you left it up on the top.
Gah!
Sorry. I'm sorry, Sherry.
This is a team effort here.
I'm still uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with NA.
Ah,
I'm uncomfortable with the zucchini there at the sea.
yeah, me too. Freaking zucchini.
All right. Well, that actually wraps up our tier list here. So I'm going to make sure I save this and share it on Twitter, see what people think about it. They're probably going to mostly say, why isn't this there? Why isn't that there? Why the hell did you put tofu? Because they're not watching our fucking podcast anyway. They
Right.
don't know the context of it.
You know, I would put in another sleeper snack, the soft pretzel with beer cheese.
Oh, yeah. Or like the small pretzel bites.
Yes.
Well,
Like a tray of cheese.
Cheese dip. Yeah.
Big thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's an S.
Yes.
it also helps if you're going to have a Super Bowl party to weed people out if they want, like, oh, the cauliflower wings look amazing. He's off the list.
Hey, wait till that person leaves and then we'll bring out the good snacks.
Or you're going to have
Get out of here.
are you going to have a vegetarian option with your Super Bowl party? I'm like, yeah, it's called the grass outside my yard. Have fun.
Bring your vegetables and you eat them. Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Bring your vegetable tray and you sit in the corner and let's see you eat them.
When I took the dog out, the tomato vines still might have some shriveled up something out there.
Tomato raisins.
Oh,
Probably the same person bringing the seltzer to the party too.
Seltzer. What kind of seltzer? Just like,
My son smashed a pumpkin on the side of the house. I think there's a little left over there.
yeah,
What
just
else
scrape
is
it off.
up?
Scrape it off with a cracker.
oh, my Lord.
It's all non-GMO, organic, paraffin-free.
Oh, man, that was a good time. Ross,
that was,
man,
that
that was
That
awesome.
was a good little tier list we did there.
We
We'll have to
should-
do another one.
Yeah, we should do that more often.
No matter how many lists you do, pizza and wings came out on top again.
Yeah, always.
no matter how you shake the Super Bowl out, pizza and wings, man.
No matter what
Imagine these focus
happens,
groups.
heart attack during the Super Bowl is what we're at now. Is
You
that
could have had surf and turf on there. Pizza and wings going to be at the top.
Like I'm just picturing like Applebee's, like their focus group being like, so what's our next special gonna be? I don't know, pizza and wings. That sounds awesome.
Let's make it all you can eat for $14.99.
Hey, my buddy once had a cookout and he bought New York strip, like 9 of them, man, big giant steaks, and he's cooking them. I bought a bag of potatoes and I took them. I put olive oil, sea salt, baked them, cut them in half, dug it out, rebaked them with the cream and the sour cream, and I brought those. I
Those are
spent like
amazing.
$9. He's like in like 2 bills, and people are like, "Oh, these potatoes are amazing."
Yeah,
Nobody says
dude.
shit about the New York strip that he was so
Those-
bad.
Those potatoes come out amazing if you know what you're doing. I feel you know what you're doing, so I trust you're twice baked. Other people, not so much.
Oh man, that was a good segment, Ross. We got to do that
love
more
that.
often.
So,
Thank you for including me with that. That was amazing.
yeah. So we're gonna do our last segment here for the show, and that's our staple spit sip chug. So Fatty, if you're not familiar with it, we say a statement, and if you agree with the statement, you chug. If you're lukewarm on it, you sip, and if you strongly disagree, you spit.
Gotcha.
And then you explain why you did one of those 3 things.
All right, let's do it.
And we got 3 statements today, one of which I hinted at earlier when Sherry was starting to go on a mini tirade.
I'm passionate.
I think we all are going to be passionate about that, hopefully. So the first statement, obviously, LeBron James broke the all-time scoring record yesterday. So LeBron James is the greatest NBA player of all time.
Ooh.
Fatty,
going?
we're actually going to start with you, put you on the spotlight.
Me?
You're not Fatty.
Oh,
Wow.
That depends on the day.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm just,
almost
I'm
need
just-
jerk started because Andy always picks on me first. Go ahead, Sherry.
I'm-
Help yourself.
I'm just sipping that. I'm just sipping it.
That's fair.
I think this generation, yes. Previous, it'd be different because the fouls were different. Lambeer would have punched him in the nose. He would have been a totally different player back then. That's why I can't do this whole is it MJ or LeBron?
Right.
Because it's different segments in history. It's different free agency, different pay periods, different everything. And yes, now I believe since let's just say 2000, probably the greatest basketball player I've ever seen in my entire life. But I also watched MJ play when I was like 6. So, it's one of those ones that's like, I still think MJ because he's got the 6 rings, he's done everything else. But right now, I gotta sip it because I think for this generation, he is this generation's MJ.
Good stuff. Sherry?
I agreed. I'm gonna sip for the same reason. I feel now it's a whole different game. Like Fatty said, everything's like 100% different than when MJ played. So it's like apples and tomatoes. You can't really compare the two.
They're both fruits. You can compare them.
Right. There's a texture issue with one of them.
Glad we have a food expert
Technically,
here.
with both of them.
True.
Roger, what do you think?
Well, I normally spit or sip on, the opening, and I want to, but you know what? I'm spitting on it because LeBron James, first of all, there's been a lot, like Jared said, man, Julius Erving never missed the playoffs in his entire career. ABA, NBA. Julius Erving was he's a GOAT of his era, man. George Gerving, those guys that played in the 70s, and that came into the NBA from the ABA. I was in my 20s when Michael Jordan played. My buddy he was an usher. He got the job as an usher at the Coliseum just so we could go to Cavs games. He'd get me in. And I'd just stand at the right. I watched Jordan. I seen Jordan in person. I seen LeBron James in person. And the thing about Michael Jordan is he stayed put. How many championships did he win for Chicago? And he made everybody on the team superstars. He didn't need to go out and build the big three. Scottie Pippen would have been a good basketball player on another team. You put him with Clyde Drexler. You put him in Utah with, what I mean? He would have been a good NBA basketball player. But Jordan made those guys great. LeBron needed help, man. LeBron doesn't have the killer instinct that Jordan had. I think Jordan, I seen him play, man. I hated him with every fiber of my body, man. But I can never forgive LeBron for leaving. The Cavs, I think he at least 2 more championships he could have had if he had been here his entire career and build a foundation like a San Antonio foundation and won some championships there. And once he left and came back, I'm glad he came back. We won a championship. I'm thankful. He's a great basketball player, but I'll never have the love for him like a lot of people do, especially in this neck of the woods. There's signs everywhere down here, home of LeBron James. And, I think Jordan was a better basketball player. I think Jordan was better.
Oh, man. Well, I guess everyone's going to be sipping except Roger, which is odd. He's usually our sipper, Fatty. No, I'm going to have to sip because it's TBD. I think LeBron obviously has the accolades, but he doesn't have the championships, and it's completely fair to bring up the debate now, but he's got to shatter records before he officially gets the GOAT title. I mean, there's people that already say that there's older people out there that say Michael Jordan isn't even the GOAT. Because Bill Russell won all those championships. And then you have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar that isn't considered the GOAT because people just don't like him.
Bill Russell.
That's why. Hold on. That's why I say there's generational gap.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Because you had Bill Russell who did what he did. After Bill Russell, it started out with the Showtime Lakers and Larry Bird, and then it transitioned into Jordan. And after Jordan, it transitioned into Kobe for a little bit, and then it transitioned into LeBron James.
Yeah.
So they're different tier of everything. Now, Roger, I kind of agree with you. I am upset that he left Cleveland, but I'm not upset that he actually left. I'm upset the way he left.
Oh yeah.
You're right. You're right.
That's the biggest thing. I don't care if you leave. That's fine. Don't drag me through national TV.
Right.
Boys and Girls Club going, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. That's
right.
it wasn't that he went down to Miami and teamed up with his friends. It's because he just
Let it build
They
up.
made the big deal about it, and they're just, and you're sitting in Cleveland, and you're just like, you know what, fuck you, man.
But when he came back, all of Cleveland embraced. Like, it was the way I saw it, and most people say it. Like, when you're at home, you've been at home your entire life. This is your home. You need a year or two away from home to realize who you are as a person. And I believe that is what LeBron James did when he went to Miami. He went to Miami to find out who he was as a person, who he was growing up, because he's been here since his entire life. He played an hour away from the gun. Like, everything's been here in Cleveland. He hasn't left Cleveland.
Yeah, I think that's truth. When he first left and said, "Hey, Miami was like college for me," I think that was pretty genuine. He didn't go to college. It was his first time being away from Northeast Ohio.
Yeah,
and everything else like that.
The Cavs were being run at the time. If he didn't go to college, we wouldn't have the championship we had.
No.
Right. I think it was more important for him to mature, like you said. Like, that's why people go off to college, not really to like learn specific things, but just grow as a person. And it makes total sense. Of course, he's doing all this when he's so young too. So I think that had a big factor in it. He could have been more mature with leaving, being like, thank you. But he was a kid when he did it, and kids are assholes. So, I mean, it passes the sniff test.
I got 2 9-year-olds. I know how kids are assholes.
Right. You know what? I think the thing with Jordan, I was really into NBA and basketball, and at that was my NBA. And I think Jordan hurt me worse than what LeBron leaving did. Yeah. LeBron left, and everything he did. That shot, I know exactly where I was standing. I was in a bar in Westlake. I know exactly where I was standing when that ball went through the fucking net, and it killed us, man. It killed me. I remember Mike Trevisano on the radio that Jordan sold his soul to the devil. We hated him. We hated him with a burning passion, man. So I think that's why my respect for Jordan is way more than what it is for LeBron James as a basketball player. He'll kill you. Jordan kill you. He wasn't passing the ball to nobody.
All right. So for our next statement, it's another basketball related one. The Cavs will be a 3 seed or better when the playoffs come around. Sherry, we'll start with you.
I don't know. I just watched.
The Cavs are currently the 4th seed.
Currently the 4th.
33 wins.
Okay.
Or 35 wins. Yeah.
So by the time, okay, that's reasonable. I'll sip on that. It's reasonable.
Okay. So you think they can do better than where they're at right now?
Yes, I do.
All right. Basketball insider, Sherry. Roger, what are you thinking?
I'm betting. What? And only because of when you look at the conference, when you look at the defense, we're also ranked 4th in defense behind Boston and behind. They play defense in our conference, man, and we're young. Man, they got a. I'm spitting on it. I think they're going to stay right where they're at. I don't think they'll get higher than 3 because that was the statement, right? Higher than 3.
Yeah, 3 or higher.
3 or higher. Man, I'm spitting, sipping on it. It's going to be tough, man. They play good defense in our conference, man, in the East.
All right, I'm chugging on this.
Ooh.
The Sixers only have 1 more win than us right now, and I believe after Mitchell's tap to the nuts and the team rallying around him, there's a real thing going on there. Like, granted, we've been beating some bad teams lately, but we're on a 4-game winning streak now. We played with all our reserves tonight, and we still won. I don't care if you're playing all of your bench players, even if you're playing a bad team, that's still a good win, and you killed that team. You didn't just beat them. I think this team is obviously super talented, and there's already chemistry in this first year, and like they're only going to get better throughout the season. And it looked like we have these ups and downs, but I think this is the time now where if we can rip off another win streak, maybe it'll be a couple of like 5-game win streaks. We're definitely going to catch up to the 76ers, who James Harden's going to do something dumb where he's like missing 2 weeks straight, or someone on their team is going to get hurt. I mean, I just think the 76ers we can catch up to. The Bucks and the Celtics are a different story, but 3 seed is totally doable.
I'm in a spit and sip. Like
That's what I do.
I'm like right in between because I think they are the 4 seed in the East.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the 3 seed. Now, is there a chance they can get there? Yes. But I see them more as the 4 seed than anything else because you do have those top tier in the East with Celtics. And I know the Sixers but they got Joel Embiid. All right, I'll sip.
Sip. That's a good call on the sip, man.
I'll sip.
I'm just so excited that this, like, I love LeBron and he broke his record, but it's just awesome to have a team that's like legitimately talented and winning without LeBron.
Hey,
It's
it
awesome.
hasn't happened since 1984. I mean,
I know, it's crazy. And I was born when the Cavs were good without LeBron, you know, like when it was like Mark Price and them. Like I didn't actually watch them. I was not born or I was just born. So
you're a child.
I know.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh my Lord.
How old are you, Jared?
I am 41, getting ready to turn 42.
Oh, you're a puppy.
I know I'm a puppy, but I'm a little bit more of a meaner dog than the 31-year-old over there. All right, what's the last question?
All right. So for the last one, this is where we're going to do a little change of scenery. So this is the ranch versus blue cheese debate on wings or with wings. You're going to pick which one you prefer and kind of give a brief explanation why. So if you were like, let's say I pick blue cheese, if anyone disagrees with that, they're going to spit. And if they agree with it, they're going to chug. So whatever you pick, the other people have to react to with a spit or chug. Just by doing it. You don't have to counter it unless you have a strong statement against it. So I guess I'll kick it off. So obviously, I just stated blue cheese would be my pick, and that's because blue cheese was made for buffalo sauce. And buffalo is my number one sauce of choice when it comes to wings, and that's where buffalo wins. Are there situations where ranch is totally acceptable? I'd say yes. But since, let's say, 7 times out of 10, I'm picking buffalo, blue cheese is made for it. It's a match made in heaven. I'm going there. So that's my chug for blue cheese.
Oh, I'm
gonna chug it. I agree 100%.
I'm spitting on it. I don't want any slimy, moldy, lumpy chunks on my wings. I want some creamy, all-American Hidden Valley made from processed, packaged envelope powder. And I want it mixed with sour cream. And I want it on the edge of my flat wing. I can't stand blue cheese. The French take it and stuff it in chicken with fucking ham, and it's disgusting. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm spitting on it. Keep your blue cheese and with your celery and get the hell out of my house.
Well, I'm spitting on your spit to my spit. I disagree with you.
all right. I'm just, Can I tell some truth on the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am truly like that fat guy. That's why they call me that fat guy. I've actually mixed ranch with the blue cheese before.
Creamy blue cheese.
Well, there you
So like I really don't have like if they come to me and they're like, we don't have ranch, we don't have blue cheese. I'll be like, well, I guess I'm taking blue cheese. I don't have a preference. Like this is not a battle for me. Like the battle for me is like is a hot dog a taco.
Oh, we know you're very passionate about that.
That's and like a meat to bread ratio. Like, is there a meat to bread ratio? Like blue cheese and ranch, both of them are going to clog my arteries. Both of them taste delicious to me. I don't give a crap which one you give me.
I as well am guilty for mixing blue cheese and ranch and adding just a teeny tiny bit of celery salt in it. Game changer. Anyway.
This is also coming from the guy that used to mix his ketchup and mustard together along with French and ranch dressing on his salads, along with dipping hot dogs in Thousand Island dressing.
No. Oh, why would you share that in public?
For a hot
We're
dog.
not even done yet. Along with putting ketchup on scrambled eggs and mac and cheese
Oh, mac and cheese. What the hell?
Yeah.
No. I said mac and cheese, not shells and cheese. Shells and cheese are different. Velveeta shells and cheese don't get the ketchup. Kraft mac and cheese gets the ketchup.
Okay, I see.
There's
Powder
rules.
versus wet.
There is rules to noodles and cheese, young lady. Just get that straight right now.
There's certain things that I'm passionate about that, like Bry has a meat to bread ratio. Not on my. Nope. You give me a king slimin with the 6 pounds of meat on it. I'm eating it. I don't care how much bread's with it. Bry goes like this. He goes, "Can I get 4 more slices of bread so I can make 6 sandwiches out of this?"
Nope.
Yeah, I need a
euro
meat
with
to
all the
bread
meat on it. I
ratio
only
too.
need 1 pita bread.
See,
Man.
What
Yeah,
about
you're right. If the wing's good enough and you give me some mayonnaise, I'll dip it in it and eat it. It don't matter.
it doesn't matter to me. Like I especially like I understand with you like hot wing. Like my favorite is a hot garlic wing, and if I can't get a hot garlic wing, you got to go try the Tommy wings from Mr. B's because it's a dry rub.
Oh, that sounds good, man.
But most of the time, like I'm either a hot garlic, spicy garlic, or like a hot barbecue.
No, I'm with Ross 100%. If I'm going to order wings, it's going to be buffalo. And it's like Ross said, it's almost like they were developed together. Like it just goes together.
I do
so
love ranch
well.
too, just with other things. But I'll
Right,
do it with
like-
buffalo if I have to.
Like
with
buffalo
Patty on that.
chicken dip needs like a little bit of blue cheese crumbled on the top of it because it's that perfect.
I like to try it. Like if I'm at a place, I like to try their we have a place called Twisted Tomato, and they have a special sauce that they make, their house sauce for a wing. Spicy or sweet. And if I go somewhere, if they got a concoction that they come up with, I'll try that. But I tend to go towards the sweet spicy.
So like mango habanero, would you even dip that in anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
really,
it's like you got to dip them in something. You can't just eat them plain. If you eat them plain, you're a monster.
Yeah, right. You're a barbarian, a Viking.
I don't care if you put them in cheese, ketchup, or frosty, mayonnaise.
Dip it in something.
French fries got to be dipped in something.
Mayonnaise.
Oh,
mayonnaise.
French fries. Yeah, absolutely. I was talking about chicken wings.
Duke's mayonnaise is the go-to for French fries, man.
Right.
Duke's mayonnaise.
Never had it.
Yeah.
Yep. Ross had to go.
You know what though, man? We did it. Ross will be back. We just went to the bathroom or something.
All right.
When Sherry said you're going to come on, and I was like, man, this is going to be awesome. I love talking about food. Where do you stand on chili dogs, man? Where's your? That's my number one favorite thing in the world over anything is chili dog. A good chili dog, man. Hot dog vendor chili dogs to me in Cleveland are the greatest with the onion and chili. Dog.
Oh yeah. Now I put mustard on mine.
Yeah, I'll have 3 different kinds: mustard, onion, mustard, and just chili. I'll have a little sample platter of chili dogs.
A lineup.
Normally I do the chili, onion, cheese, mustard.
Nice. The brown mustard though, right?
Oh.
Mustard, I'm a huge mustard fan. Like
I try different mustard too, but a hot dog, I gotta get the brown mustard. It's just something about that with the chili.
Stadium mustard. Yeah. It's so good.
I take whatever mustard's there that is given to me.
I'm taking your mustard with wing dip, same thing. Don't matter. Just put something on it.
And that's like I have no I agree with you. Hidden Valley Ranch is probably one of the best ranches ever. I love Hidden Valley Ranch. Yeah. And I love blue cheese. I can't argue with you guys.
Either way, it's a sip.
Yeah, you're neutral.
I'm sorry, I'm fat.
Yeah.
Hey, Ross is back.
Well, Fatty, thanks for coming on and talking food.
Hey, I want to,
because that's your specialty. We had a great time. I think you're going to be back on again, or one of us will return the favor and go on your show.
Perfect. I
Most
can't
definitely.
Wait.
Especially in the off season, like we can just talk food if you really want to do that.
Right.
We should. What's the next eating? What's the next eating holiday?
Man, I locked you in on notifications.
The Super Bowl.
I locked you in on the notifications. So when you hit the road, man, I'd love to get Dawg Chug together and show up at some spot where you're having the best burger in the world or something this summer, this off season.
Hey, with my setup I got here, I can at least accommodate 6 microphones.
Whoa, look at
Oh, wow.
So we take it on the road with our show normally, and I even got like lapel mics if we want to do that. But I got
Whoa,
what
Wow,
I got
that's
that's
here, Fatboy
the
Sue.
real deal right there.
Well, we kind of had to when we were hitting the road. So I got was it a four XLR mic, and then I got a couple extra mics I could plug in, and then I got a couple auxiliaries that I could plug in too, also along with some.
oh man.
I'm impressed.
I'll just
Very
come out and hang out with you, and if we stopped in, man, that'd be a blast.
Now pain in the ass though is when you're out and about and you're drunk trying to pack this stuff up and bring it home.
Oh,
It gets to be a pain in the ass.
I'll
not
bring my
break
kid. I'll bring my kids.
You're like, am I unscrewing this right? Why is this off? And you already set it up. Nobody knows how to unset it for you. And they're like, we can't help you. And you're like, well, okay, I'll figure it out. All right, screw it. Just rip it off the table, throw it in the box.
Hey,
Just throw it in
let's
the truck.
real quick, let's go around the horn. Who do you got this week in the Super Bowl? We got I think it's going to be a good game. I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles winning. And I'm going to bet the over on. I think it's going to be a good football game. Ross, what do you
I
got?
the Eagles as well. I think it's no joke that they were doing so well this year, and if Jalen Hurts didn't get hurt, we'd be talking about potentially like a 16-1 or a 15-2 season for them. And it's not a fluke. They just have a loaded roster. Patrick Mahomes, but all he needs is one sack to be down for the rest of the game with that ankle.
For me, because I got money on the game, I'm taking Kansas City and the over.
Okay.
I got my wife hooked me into a certain establishment, and we got a free bet, and I'm like, well, if I'm doing a free bet, we're having some fun with it. And I got like a plus 4,000 parlay going right now.
All right. All right. Beers on fatty hams, man.
All right, Sharon, what about you?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Taking the Chiefs.
Because
right.
Philadelphia's filled with criminals.
Oh,
I'm like, what
kind
are
of the
they
Midwest, I guess.
Hey,
Okay.
I got something. Fatty hams. I heard you guys talking. I was working in New Jersey, right on the Pennsylvania border, and we were doing a construction job, and I worked on the road a lot. And one weekend, because I just stay in the hotel and pay for it on the weekend, the company paid for it during the week, and I would just stay there because I was single. And I went to Philly one day just to have a Geno's and Pat's cheesesteak. You said you never had one, and I visited the Liberty Bell because I was there. I was like, fuck it, I'm in Philadelphia. I'll go see the Liberty Bell. But I went to Philadelphia just for the Geno's and Pat's cheesesteak. I bought one of both, and I'm going to have to give the nod to Geno's back then. But when you get the Whiz, and man, you got to know how to order it and everything. It's a whole ritual. Get to Philadelphia and have an original. You guys were talking on your show today. Somebody said, "Oh, the Philly cheesesteak isn't fulfilled. There's nothing like it. You can have any other Philly cheesesteak from any place. There's nothing like a Geno's or Pat's, man. Get up to Philadelphia and have one."
By the way, that was Juju Smith-Schuster.
Oh, was it? I know, because I'm working and I hear you guys talking. I didn't hear who it was.
No, I got to try it because I've never had one, never been there.
Same. I've never been.
It's a whole different thing, man.
Never had.
Looks
like one.
It looks like the Chug Ham is on the road here in the
Ham Chug.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
legal
thanks
ham.
for coming on, Fatty.
Ham
It's been an
Chug.
awesome episode. Sherry, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you, guys.
And with
Always a
that,
good time.
let's go Browns.
Go Browns, go Cats, go Guards.